for 20 long years. I smoked lots of reefer, drank lots of beer. Every day at 420, we're going to settle the score. And for 20 long years, it's been 20 past 4. Hey, welcome to 420 Live. I'm Jeff Kravitz. Monday edition, back to another week. This will be week 56 that I've been going live. Show 232 if you're keeping count at home. I know a lot of you have a little chalkboard. How many times has Jeff Kravitz come on and spewed endless amounts of bullshit on my screen? Well, it's 232 hours, give or take a couple other adventures early on in the pandemic. You know, this has been like a pandemic escape for me, for something to come in and kind of forget about the mundaneness that was going on. And last week I did 3 shows because I had to work. I had to do a job with my friend Jeffrey Ross. If you're playing along with me at home on my Instagram account at Jeff Kravitz, you would have seen I was at work with my friend Jeff Ross last week for Live X Live. They're going to do the Snubby Awards. They did it for the Grammys. They're going to do an Oscar edition. It was great to be working with Jeff again and my old friends from Comedy Central, Aileen Boudreau, and my good friend Linda Dorff. Actually be out in Hollywood, rolling around on a double-decker bus, checking out and working again, having my camera, interacting with talent. Jeff was glad to see me. I was glad to see Jeff. You know, it's been a while. I had a lot of run-ins this weekend with people I hadn't seen in a while. So it was nice to see. Thank you, Aileen. I'm excited. I'm excited for future events. I know we need to talk and block out some time in my calendar because it was a really great week last week. It was really nice to be back at it and have my camera out and just get used to it again, figure out what's broken. Oh, guess what? That lens doesn't work. So it was rubbing off the cobwebs and getting ready. And, you know, I can feel it this week. I'm going to be going to Atlanta for the this is also a short week. I'll be doing 3 episodes this week. I'll be going to the Jake Paul and Max Burner, right? Did I have that right? Their fight's coming up. So I'm really excited for that, to be going into the fight game again. You know, back in the day, I used to go for Showtime and shoot the fights when they had Mike Tyson signed. And I'd go to Las Vegas and I'd be backstage at all these with all these celebrities in the room. It'd be Madonna and Jack Nicholson and Jay-Z and Muhammad Ali and Sylvester Stallone. It was just like, everybody would just come rolling into this break room that they set up for all the celebs downstairs with like food and everything. And then they'd all roll out to the rink to watch the fight, out to the ring. So I'm excited. I love fighting. And this has a great celebrity aspect of it. We have 7 performances. We got Justin Bieber. We got the Black Keys. We got Doja Cat. We have Diplo and Major Lazer. That's a 2-for-1. And who am I forgetting? Saweetie. And, Snoop's new act, Westmore. The first performance of Westmore that's going to be live. Snoop and Ice Cube and EA40 and I think Young Thug or YT. I can't keep them all straight. The rappers. I need a rapper, a guidebook. But I'm excited to get back into the game and to be at it. And this could be the first time that Getty Sports and Getty Entertainment are collabing together. I'll be working with the amazing Al Bello. Al Bello shoots the Olympics. He shoots everything. So it's going to be really nice to be working with a professional because I don't know what the hell I'm doing in there. But, you know, my good friend Malia Rose is the executive producer of the Triller fight. And her and I'm just excited to be back at it. You know, to feel like you're actually going to shoot something fun, because let's face it, the award shows that have happened over the past year are everybody trying to put this genie back in the bottle, trying to present some kind of entertainment that's engaging. And what do they end up coming up with? Losing ratings. Nobody's tuning in. But, you know, this is a pay-per-view boxing event. There could be tens of millions of people tuned in, or just mom. I think I think the people are going to actually go for it. Jake Paul seems to be an engaging fighter. You know, I haven't followed him. Now I'm following Jake Paul, you know, and figuring out what this guy's all about. And interesting, he seems to be really dedicated to the boxing game. There's an article in Rolling Stone about his dedication and what he's up to. So I'm excited. I'm excited to travel. put the camera bag together, and I'll be going to Atlanta. And then after that, I'll be going to New Orleans to work with my friend Martin Shore on a little project he's doing for Jazz Fest, festing in place this year. So I'll be doing a little thing with some of our friends down there, some Dumpster Funk guys. And I'm looking forward to being down in Knoll. I'll be down there in a couple extra days to check out the city and make sure it's all right. I'm like the official inspector, the vibe control inspector, making sure that everybody's having a sufficient amount of fun. And every day is a new adventure, and the phone's ringing. I could hear it. I hear it ringing, and I pick it up. And I'm like, hello. And they're like, is this Jeff Kravitz? And I'm like, yes. This is Sergeant Muckaloff from the police department. And I'm like, oh my God, am I in trouble? No, we're collecting money for the click. Bye, Sarge. That's all the calls I get these days. Nobody ever calls you on the phone anymore. Everything's a text or an email, Anyway, I woke up today to an email. Speaking of emails, I woke up to an email today from the Wayne Lucas, right? Wayne Scott Lucas. And Wayne is the stylist who styled Janet Jackson for the Super Bowl way back when in 2004. And Wayne went and spilled his guts to the local Daily Mail in the UK there, talking about him and his relationship with all these beautiful, famous women, Janet Jackson being one of them. And he hit me up, actually. That's why I woke up this morning to an email saying, hey, do you have pictures of me with Janet Jackson backstage at the Super Bowl? And I was like, I didn't know who he was because I'm just waking up. And I was like, go on Film Magic and look. You go on my site, you could search Janet Jackson. You look through all the pictures and see, if you're in any of the shots. And, I figured the guy just wanted a shot. I didn't know. But I got back to him, and he got back to me too late, and then sent me the link to the Daily Mail article, where basically he says the story of what happened, that he was the stylist, and there is no such thing as a wardrobe malfunction. Everything was plotted and planned. And, so it sent me deep into my files to look at my pictures. And I put up an Instagram post today about shooting the Super Bowls. And, the Super Bowl has always been something, you as a kid, like that's the gold standard of events. And then when you start shooting, you're like, I want to go shoot the Super Bowl, the halftime show, because they started doing more and more spectacles. And fortunately, I was working with MTV at the time that they got the nod to start doing the halftime shows. So we would go down as part of the MTV crew to go cover the Super Bowl. And this year was in Houston, and MTV had literally packed the entertainment. There's only 12 minutes, and they had Jessica Simpson. Yeah, she did something. Jessica Simpson, Kid Rock, Nelly, Justin Timberlake, and Janet Jackson, all in 12 minutes. And at the end, just JT and Janet came out together for what we know to be the amazing, the boob shot that changed the world, the nip slip that changed the world, because MTV was they were humming with these Super Bowl shows. I mean, they're providing entertainment that they'd never seen before. And I went in the night before because we could and watch the run through. So you kind of know what you're doing day of show. And everything was set up in 5 different stages all over the field. And you were running from stage to stage. So if it started with Nelly, and then it went to Kid Rock, I can't remember quite the order, and then Jessica Simpson or something was in there. And then, JT, and then Janet. And then at the end of JT, so I'm following them around at rehearsal. And I didn't have a camera with me because you're just watching. I just want to know what my moves are going to be the next day. So you're kind of ready for what's going to happen. So I walked around first position and watched Nelly, and then watched each one. And then at the end, you get to the front, and there's Janet Jackson doing her thing. And, I don't know what's going to happen, right? I didn't see a run through, so I'm just watching. And here comes Justin Timberlake to join her. And they do their thing, singing and dancing. They're going through the whole thing. And then he comes up behind her, and then he puts his hand on top of her boob. And I'm like, ooh, Justin's gonna grab her boob on TV. I'm like, wow, that's the shot. That's the shot, right? Okay, so the next day we're at the game. Halftime comes. I'm ready. I'm running around the field, literally busting a sweat, because the one thing that's on the field that wasn't there the day before are the fans, and the fans are all interspersed all over the place, and everybody's cheering, and the camera guys, and you're just elbowing your way around. and you have to push through people to get from stage to stage to stage to get the shot. He went from Kid Rock. Kid Rock was wearing an American flag. That was controversial. You know, Nelly was doing his thing with the Band-Aid on his face. Jessica Simpson in her little get up, whatever she did. And then Justin, and then the shot at the end. Excuse me. Getting all choked up. Back on memory lane. And Justin comes up behind her and literally pop. And the whole thing happened so fast that I wanted you guys to see the video before I showed you the pictures, just to see how quick this stuff happens. All right. Now, I don't have a track here, but here they are doing their thing. And I can't see the time. But it's literally from 55 is when he comes up behind her to 105. It's 10 seconds here at the end. Oh, yeah, there's a timer. And there it is. And boom, over, done. It was so fast. Hold on. I did put up the clock there on the YouTube so you can see exactly how quick this is going by, because it is fast. It's 15, 16. You can see the seconds there as I'm moving. Here he comes behind her. There's the move at 17. And between 17, when he finally figures out where the latch is and he rips it out, 18, that's 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Then she's up with the hand within 4 seconds. It's kind of a stop there. Yeah, within 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds, she's already got it covered here. Yep, by 20 seconds, they've already cut the camera. So that muy rápido. Check it out again. Shoom, pop up. I'm sure I'm going to get my ratings card revoked. Kravitz, you are no longer NC-17. All right, let's go to the pictures. Because that's what I have. I have the photos. All right, is this it? Yeah, that's it. Share. Ba-dum-bum. All right, so that's the last shot. Let's cut through the pictures here. I'm going backwards. All right, so the story is, another part of the story was I was backstage and Janet's getting ready and she's going into her position, walking down the thing, and she walks by me and I need to get her attention. So I said, yo, Janet, right here for Kevin Mazur. And she turns around and waves because she wasn't looking at me before. And she turned around and waves. And then she realizes that I'm not Kevin Mazur. And then that's when she does this move. And she's like, hey, you're not Kevin Mazur. And I laughed. And I went, but the great shots, right? The two. The wave's great. And so is the point. And then she, so afterwards, Mazur's like, oh, yeah, Janet Jackson's like, oh, yeah, your friend's very funny, Mazur. He's a funny guy. So then she goes out on stage, and here she is in the outfit, and then she changes into I am not in order. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not, don't even have that shot up here, do I? Okay, then she's out on stage, and here is the whole sequence we saw in a matter of seconds. Now, you got to realize I'm shooting something like this. I haven't looked at the metadata on it, but probably about 250, maybe 3. These are 2004, so digital cameras have been out for 4 years at this point. I was an early adopter of the digital cameras, and one of the first in Hollywood to be using them. And this moment, it was muy rápido. So where's the order? Hands up. I guess that's the order. There it is. I might be missing one in the middle there. Here she is without it. Hands up. Justin comes in, rips it off. I'm definitely missing one. Here he's still singing the song, and she's exposed. And then here he's just kind of like looking like it's a mystery. And then next thing you know, the fireworks came up and the lights went down and her hand went up. Whole thing in seconds. Oh, there's the other shot where he's coming in close. Yeah, see, I screwed up the sequence. And then here she is at the end just before the fireworks go off. So there's about 10. There's probably a couple frames in the middle. And then getting her coming off the stage here, she kind of looks distraught that she's got it all covered up there with this blanket. It could be a Patriots blanket, actually. Patriots were in the game. Patriots won that by 3 points, 32-29. And, this was the moment. This was it. MTV was officially done. They sat on this story now for 17 years. After this was finished, MTV's career as Super Bowl halftime, providing the Super halftime, was finished. And it was back to what we've been dealing with every day. Actually, pretty good last year with J-Lo. And, Shakira was great. Or 2 years ago, I should say. This year was The Weeknd. Did not see that. It looked very hard to shoot. But, these are the spectacle moments. And the amazing thing is that for all these years, we've been sitting on these pictures, and sitting on this moment. And nobody's been honest about what actually happened. I mean, Justin refused to apologize, didn't want to come out and say anything. And now he's come out and said that he's apologized both to Britney Spears and to, for multiple things. And the reason that they wanted to do this was because he wanted to one-up Britney's moment with Madonna when she kissed Madonna at the Super Bowl, or at the MTV Video Music Awards. So both events kind of hand in hand. The jealous boyfriend, because the girlfriend's getting too much attention after the relationship, decides he needs to do something that's totally out. I mean, come on, that's pretty good. I mean, not just the exposing of it, but the whole thing with did you catch the piercing? Do I have to show it again? All right, I will. Just because I can't get enough. I'm a glutton. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Hold on. Wrong thing. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Add the stream. Is this it? No, that's not it either. Let's see. Stop screen share. Plus. This is the Jeff Kravitz Technology Corner. There it is. Okay, let's see it one more time. Let me say it. Because here it doesn't look like there's any kind of malfunction going on, right? That's ultimately the piece you see later on, right? She was wearing this white thing on top, and then she took that off and put on the long leather coat. But right, yeah, right kind of there. Let's see if I can. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. I mean, that accoutrement right there is kind of excessive, right? I mean, I'm not big on that kind of jewelry. It's just like as big as her boob, but just interesting. A boob talking about boobs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit our limit here. Anyway, it's nice that everybody came clean. I found it very endearing that, Justin felt he needed to apologize 17 years later. Poor Janet's career. Come on, Janet's done fine, and thanks to our friend Wayne Scott Lucas for waking me up with that little reminder today about the whole thing going down, and that the article was out. So that's what the whole show's based on today. Boobs. Let's see. Did the second cup rip away with the vest? The second cup stayed in place, right? The first cup did. So the one cup red bra. Well, I think that the way it was designed, right, that there was no real bra. It was just like cup with a little lace on the top. So John Cena was, we have that in 3D. Let's see it. Come on, Bev. Send me that 3D footage of the boob popping out. But like I said, like everything, it just happened. It was so fast. I mean, here's the timer again. Come on, cut to the chase. Here it is. Pop. Oops. Boom. And, it just shows like when you're shooting how fast you go, All right, we're gonna have to share that. I'm gonna want to see that. That'll be good stuff. So I like that. Hey, there they are, Henry and Hank. Love it. You got any of my accoutrements there, Henry, in the new house, Puerto Morales? Believe me, I want to come. You know me, I'm ready. I'm always ready for a trip to Mexico. I'm ready to go out there. Do some even more diving. But I know we're getting to the end of spotted eagle ray season's finished there, But now things are heating up, Henry. I'm glad I got away when I did. I'm really appreciative to come down there and hang out with everybody at Salty Endeavors down there in Cozumel, Mexico. If anybody needs a good dive master down there in Mexico, I got you covered. If you're just tuning in, yes, you missed the Janet Jackson pictures. but I'm happy to show them again and again and again. Just put a little request in, and we'll talk about it. We had an incredible day, like I said, working with Jeff Ross. And then yesterday I went to the Emerald Cup. The Emerald Cup presents all the awards for the best bud and the best new things out there in the world. And they had it in downtown LA at a secret location that doesn't want to be blown up on the media. So I won't mention where it was, but it was a very cool space. It was on Mateo Street, which is all the way down there, right off of Santa Fe and like 7th, where Nabisco biscuit factory is. And it was a really nice day. They had the whole thing set up where you could go do dabs. My friends from Dab Right were there. They were setting the stuff up, and the guys from Rosin were there, and they were just like loading up the rosin all day. And everybody's stepping up and doing their dabs, and they were wiping everything down. But it's people in a close proximity, and everybody was hanging and talking, and masks on and off. A lot of it was outdoor, indoor, open air. I'm not really at the point where I'm feeling not safe, but I saw that we did have a slight uptick in LA, up with 14 cases, I think. Where numbers have been going down, and things in Colorado are blowing up. Things in Michigan are horrible. So whatever it is, you got to make sure you take care of yourself through all this. And I've heard from a lot of people that have gotten it recently. So I got vaccinated myself. It's been it'll be 2 weeks this Friday that I'll be officially vaccinated. I don't know if it's just my state of mind or the fact that I'm vaccinated, but if you tend to feel a lot better, that you had it. And then you have the sneaky suspicion that the government's up to something. And, in 20 years, you're going to be watching late night television and they're like, if you had the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in 2021, you're entitled to a settlement. Do I like nip slips? As a photographer, it's something I'm always striving for, to try to get the nip slip. If you see a nip slipping, do I think the earth is flat? Yeah. Listen, I do what my wife tells me. I'm sorry. Less grief at home. But then as soon as I got the shot, you know what she said? Maybe if the government ever wanted to control us and give us shots, and take over and infect everybody, this would be a great time to do it. Now you tell me your conspiracy theories after I got the shot, huh? You didn't want to have that conversation earlier. So yeah, of course I think about all that stuff. But at the same time, I want to get back at it. And now I got my passport. I'm fine to go to all the venues. Burning Man, what did they announced the other day that in order to go to Burning Man, you're going to have to show proof of vaccination. And that's just the beginning of the Burning Man. I mean, the burners are already revolting about the whole thing. Opinions on All Lives Matter. Do you think I'm going there? But I definitely don't think all lives matter. I think my life matters. No, I am a firm believer in the total persecution of what's going on right now. Do you know that 260 people have been killed by police officers since January 1st? That's almost 300. And we had another one yesterday, and there was another shooting today in Knoxville. So people are dropping like flies. 260. I mean, is it open season, the police on the citizens of our planet, on the citizens of the United States? 260. I saw that statistic, and that's actually really scary, And I bet you 95% of them are probably black or Hispanic, or I would say not white. So, all right, let me get to all this. Hold on. Do you get paid for your photos? Yes, I do. If things go right and the world is working, the government is tracking. I'm feeling that. I'm definitely feeling that on the Twitch there. The government is tracking us. We're all going to be robots controlled by Bill Gates. But what would he have us all doing? I mean, that's the thing. You're in charge of everybody. Now, what am I going to do? Is he going to make me smoke more weed or less weed? It's happening. Do you perv on people with your camera in bushes? I've never been a Bush guy, I was more a Clinton guy. No, I don't hide in bushes and perv on people. I'm not like a paparazzi. So what strain do you smoke? My white brother. I smoke, it depends what time of day. I woke up with a little bit of Jack. Before the show, I hit the Citrus Haze. When I get home, I'll hit some Sunday Driver. But you know what I tried yesterday at the Cup? at the Emerald Cup was this weed called Zaza. Has anybody heard of Zaza? Because Zaza is supposed to be the strain. And when I went to go look it up, there was nothing on it on Leafly. They said, please leave information about it. So it's like some kind of like hit. You got the Zaza. Well, now I got to find the Zaza. I tried some Zaza yesterday and some papaya, which was delicious. Both of them were really good. But the Zaza seems to be the strain that everybody's like, okay, I got to find the Zaza. Now my boy's like, oh, okay, Kravitz, I'm going to hook you up with Zaza. I've been doing this. This is episode 232. I started doing the show on March 16th. Like, as soon as we went in lockdown, I came on the show. So, favorite chicken joint in Los Angeles? Main Street Hot Chick really has it right now, but there's a couple I want to try. The Dairy Bird, I think it's called, or Daily Bird, has some nice chicken. And I still haven't been to Hal and Ray's. I guess I got to order it up. And Birdie's has an amazing sandwich. It's a donut shop on 11th and Olympic. They have an amazing chicken sandwich. Yes. Yeah, you got strains all day long. I must have at least 10 strains at all times at the house because you have to do it. Yeah, of course I tried crack. What are you talking about? I'm a child of the 80s. I was living in Philadelphia when they were dropping all that. The CIA was dropping all that coke all over the inner cities. They were just dropping it to send the guns down to Manuel Noriega. So, of course, I was down there doing the do with when my boy's like, yeah, have you ever tried smoking it? I'm like, you can't smoke it. He goes, yeah, you got to go to the porn shop and buy ether and ammonia and you make it. And yeah, thanks. That didn't ruin my life much. Do I get the munchies? Yeah, of course I do. I love food. I'm a huge sugar guy. But you know what? I've been trying to control my weight, so I try not to go on it. I just love that question. You ever tried crack? How about you, Rage It Rocks? If you tried crack? I did. I ate a little bit of chocolate mushroom yesterday at the Emerald Cup. And it is kind of like socially, like mushrooms when you're in a social situation, you start getting high and then you're talking to people and their faces are moving and stuff. And you're like, oh, what did I do? Crack is your go-to smoke. Well, incredibly addictive. Have you ever picked up stuff off the carpet thinking it was crack and then put it in your pipe and smoked it and be like, oh, fuck, that was popcorn? Or, oh, that was a breadcrumb. I definitely smoked some breadcrumbs. Very dark time when I did crack, lost my job and everything, although that was a long time. Me too. I'm not clean, but I'm off the crack. Cocaine is not my flavor. I mean, I appreciate that people like to do it, but usually people like to do it because they drink and they like the balance. But I've moved past the blow. I'm all about the psychedelics, and I love the bud. So, but yes, it is. My mate Mike Hunt is, well, tell Mike, Mike Hunt. I know that. Tell him my friend, wait, what was the other one? Anita Handjob says hi. Mushrooms, yes. Love them both. Mushrooms and LSD are great. I did some shrooms yesterday. I like acid better in social situations going out just because it keeps you more involved, engaged, awake. Yeah, I have a DMT pen. It's one of my favorite things on the planet. I like to slip into the DMT world and visit all my little friends in there. I don't know if have you done DMT or you're just asking because I think you'll see. I swallow cum. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, Louis, you got jokes. I like it. This is really good. Very good engagement today, guys. Do you say so when you're taking pictures? Well, I don't. My friend right here, Jessica Wigan. She tells you. Eat California sober. So yeah, I'm California sober, which means I'll smoke some bud. I might take a little, depending on where I am and what I'm shooting. But usually I always have to smoke some weed to deal with the people I'm dealing with. So how many apples? Well, it depends. The little crab apples, I could fit like 50. my death to blacks. My death to black does a channel. It's got, really? A whole channel? My Death to Blacks. Like, I'm reading these things because I think they're all joke names, but I am liking it. Does a channel on crack. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm actually your idol. I like to hear that. Thank you, Rage It Rocks. You did it once. I did it once for a couple of years, Matt. What could I say? Oh yeah, speaking of Matt D'Olivier, tomorrow on the show we're gonna have the one and only Marcus Rezac with the guys they're backing him on his new record. These guys from Vermont, from Burlington, to play with this guy named Trey Anastasio. They're going to come on tomorrow. Tony and Russ and Ray are going to come on with Marcus and talk about the new record. And, Russ and Ray have a new record out too. So there's a lot to talk about tomorrow. We're going to get into it on the show. Coach Kravitz, these guys know all about. Yeah, dude, every chance I get. You ever one day suck some dick? Every time I see a dick. Actually, I like the bag of dicks because you just don't know where to start. It's like a whole bag of dicks. I'm down. Whenever you want to fire up, bring some of that Zaza over. You get a bit sus when you do coke. Yeah, it kind of makes you like, yeah. No, I'm not. I don't even want to try that stuff because I just see what it does to my friends. Like the K. People love the K. I was down in Miami. Everybody was all about the K, like at the clubs and stuff. It's all everybody doing the K. I'm more of an MDMA or MDA or 2CB or Moxie. Everybody try to 5-MeO MIPT. Let's talk. Fred West is my idol. Fred West. Now I'm saying every name like it's going to be some porn move. Well, I'm really glad to hear it there, Rox. I heard you. Was this about crack? Yeah, yes. I don't know. We've been all over. We're getting into dick. We're getting into crack. We're getting into all these things. Dick and crack. No mirrorless Nikons. No. If I go mirrorless and redo my camera, Zorn, I'm going to go Sony. I'm going to hang up the Nikon. Sony has the best technology out there. Oh my God, you guys are fucking hilarious. You Twitch guys are killing me today. I've never had this great interaction from the Twitch crew. So thank you. Rage and Cock don't mix much. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Well, your uncle touched you, but did he touch you here? Did he touch you right here where it counts? Or did he touch down there where it's like, hey, Unc, that you're trying to remind you of the weird uncle? How about the weird uncle that with the Janet Jackson video? You want to see that again? Pop! Oh, fireworks, the whole 9 yards. Your uncle touched you. Did you tell your mom though? Mom, Unc touched me. Guys, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you guys. My uncle touched me once too. Pretty sure it was on the crack too. Ruined my 6th birthday. Your uncle on the crack. Oh my God, I'm loving this. You guys are great. Cracked out uncles that touch you. Hot story. Film at 11. Oh, you're making my day. Okay, so what else we got? Oh, Wednesday, our good friend John Battelle, author of Search. I mean, the definitive book about Google and how Google came about. John is one of the most amazing minds on the internet. So if you haven't read anything, you want to get out of the gutter here. John Battelle is a very, very cool dude, an old friend of mine. He's going to be on Wednesday, and then Tuesday is going to be the guys from Trey Band with our friend Marcus. And then on Thursday, I'll be flying to the ATL to Atlanta for the Jake Paul extravaganza. And then after that, I'll be going to New Orleans to see our friends at Dumpster Funk, do a couple recordings. You guys ever been to New Orleans here? This is really good. It was all good until he fucked my dad. Wow, you guys are going for it. You done many threesomes? No. But are you sure are you sure about that? Or was it a hallucination? Ever hooked up whilst fucked up and regretted after? No, never. Sometimes the gutter is the most wonderful. Yes, Drew, you can see where I am today. And it's very entertaining, I have to say. These guys keeping me on my toes. I'm not afraid of words, You're done ain't with a lady boy. Well, not that I care to talk about here on the internet, but if you guys want to get together later and dress up for me, we can talk. GHB. What I like. Get really nice high and drowsy. Yeah, I haven't tried that either. There's certain things I just tend to stay away from. Seeing how people act on them. Like I saw people on G, and I was like, nah, that's not really where I want to go. And I see people on Coke, and I'm like, yeah. And when you do too much Molly, you're chewing the inside of your mouth. I like to keep it going. Yes, sir, Zaddy. Here you go. Put on those stockings. Pluck your eyebrows, shave your legs. He was a she. I said, hey, boy, take a walk on the wild side. Hey, there's no hate here. I love everybody. I don't care. I don't care what you wear or what you do. You've been to New Orleans, got touched by a creepy hobo. Not a good experience. Yeah, usually I have to pay the hobos to touch me. So you'll find that as you get older, they don't want to touch you. And then you're like, hey, dude, I'll slide you $10 here. Can you say daddy time swinging your jaw like you're on? You just want to put that on the fucking on the Wi-Fi, huh? Yeah, you're standing next to somebody and they're like at a gut and they're just you're like, easy, dude, you're coming out of your skin right now. Thoughts on the femboy craze? They're all wearing maid outfits. Yeah, I don't know. I missed that. The femboy crazy? They're all wearing maid outfits. Will you send me a link? Because I kind of missed that. Is that like a kink thing? Wear the maid outfits? It'd be good if they came over, wear the maid outfits, and actually cleaned your house when they got there. The best drug story. Wow. Holy shit. It's interesting. I was thinking about it because, I would like to go to Burning Man this year, but Bonnaroo is kind of conflicting with Burning Man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do everything, or even if there is going to be a Burning Man or a Bonnaroo. It's all Labor Day. So I would think that, I go to all these places and you're like, yeah, I want to party every night. But there's always one night where everything kicks in like no other night. No matter how you try to climb the mountain and do it at repeated nights, there's one night where everything just gels and clicks. And, last time I was at the Burn, it was the first night I got there. And usually you think it's going to be after you're there a couple of days. But, it was just a night I went out on myself, took a hit of acid, went out on my new electric bike and just zipped around and, just sucked it all in. And, when I came back to camp later, I was just like, wow. And I didn't have anything like that. I had amazing experiences all weekend, but there's always one night where it just kind of coalesces. So they're all good stories. So I don't know if that's my best drug story, but my first burn, when we took acid and went for the bike ride, when I thought I was in the human pinball machine, that was one of my most fun trips ever. So where do you get your stuff from? You got nabbed by the Spanish cartel. I'm on the Signal app. You guys aren't on Signal? Come on. Opinion on gun control? I absolutely think that there should be gun control, especially with what's going on now. But look at what happened in Knoxville. Look what's happening that was in the school today. An officer down, and what happened in Atlanta, what happened everywhere. I mean, it's just nonstop. 260. The police need to have gun control. They killed 260 people, and it's only March. It's April 12th. The 3.5 months. That's absolutely crazy. Favorite IRA hero? I don't know. Individual retirement account? Are you talking about Ireland? I have been there to Northern Ireland and taken the Black Cab tour and gone all over and visited. I love Ireland. It's one of my favorite countries to go visit. People are amazing. The beer's delicious. Here's a link if you don't know what it is. Oh, thanks. I don't see the link, but share it. You ever done blackface? Possibly. You'll have to find a picture. Yeah, I'm not running for office, so. And, things have changed over the time, Now it's like everybody's so sensitive about everything. Back then, nobody understood what it was. Everything thought it was like funny. What are you going to be? I'll be a Rastafarian. You're going to be Genie, or, you're going to dress up like whatever. I mean, so it happens. Never operate a firearm under the influence. I killed my uncle once by accident. Yeah, different uncle. It's not the uncle that felt you up. Oh, man, you guys. I don't know. Twitch is lighting me up today. I am absolutely loving it. I don't know what happened. It must be a quiet day over there for gamers. I love it that you guys are all having a go at me. It's great. You blew my stepmom's back out. You read that in a different way. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, I don't know what's great about it. It's just me sitting here showing naked pictures of Janet Jackson. um, but yeah, you guys are a lot of fun. I guess this is this shit is content, right? um, you know, every day is a different day. Some days get here by myself ranting and raving, and this is absolutely yes, there is a YouTube channel. It's I'll put it right here, but it's the same as my Instagram and everything else, where there's many more recordings where I've interviewed many famous people over the years and talked to some of my friends that I'm in the business with, and give me a follow there on the old IG and on the old YouTube. For some reason, I'm stuck. My subscriber count's stuck. It's starting to move backwards. So I guess because the content is as thrilling as this. Anyway, you know what, guys? I have to get ready for many things, including this phenomenal trip I'm going to go to Atlanta to shoot Jake Paul. So I have some work to do. Mario's a mix of minorities, steals coins like a Jew, jumps a black man, and looks. Mario's a mix of minorities, steals coins like a Jew, jumps like a black man, and looks Mexican. Oh yeah, you're talking about Mario. Mario! I love that game. When I first came out, I was like, I got to get one of those things. Game Boy. Ding, 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 ding. Playing Super Mario. Guys are so... I dropped the soap in the prison shower, and you won't believe who was behind me. My uncle. And it happened again. Wait, you were in jail with your uncle? That's extreme. That is extreme. Well, I love that you guys threw your best to me today. One of the most fun shows I've had by myself in a long time. And all because you guys with the crazy comments. Hey, you definitely fucking eyes on crack game, but that phase is over. See? The crack, it keeps you from doing different things. And the crazy thing about crack is you might want to do that, but then you're like, oh, my junk ain't working because I did too much blow. So then you do blow and Viagra together and you have a heart attack, which is what killed John Entwistle, the Who. Anyway, tomorrow, our business tomorrow. The guys from Trey Anastasio band here. Actually, they're going to be the Marcus Rezak band tomorrow. We're going to have Marcus on the show. We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys can come back and throw your amazingly pervertedly twisted sexual humor at the guys in Trey band. I'm sure they'd really appreciate that. I'm here almost every day at 4:20 p.m. Thank you all for tuning in. Guys, I do have a sponsor, and I'll let you know about it because you guys could probably all use this. And it's actually Manscaped, manscaped.com. If you use the 420 live code, you can get 20% off your Manscaped and free shipping. So let's face it, guys. You want to keep it neat and trimmed down there. So, and now we're going to be getting out more. You're going to be going out. You probably haven't done a lot of house cleaning since the pandemic started. So if you want, keep the bushes down. That way the trees look bigger and you'll be able to have a lot of fun out there with your Manscaped. And they also comes with like nut salve and ball juice to keep them shiny and polished. So make sure you get your Manscaped. You can get it now, 420 live. That code actually works. This is not a joke. This is not a gag. Manscaped is a sponsor. And if you try it, let me know how you like it. Because they have this amazing technology that keeps you from getting nicked. Because the last thing you want to do is like trim up for a date. You trim up for a date, and next thing you know, you're nicking your junk. And then you're like, oh, you go out on a date, and it's like all of a sudden you're gushing blood at the most important moment and reaching for Band-Aids and stuff. Not a good look. So let's use the right tools for the right job. Manscaped is the way to get the job done. Thank you, Rick. It was good, right? Hello, Kristen. How are you? Nice to see you here. I am so in it right now. It was oh boy. Does it? Yes, you could use it anywhere. You could use it on your chest. You could maybe that's a good reason to trim it. Keep your uncle off of your junk there. Yes. There's a lot of people getting in trouble for that these days. Yes, I do. They sent me one. So if you want, I'm happy to send you a dick pic later. Just include $25 in your Instagram request for my shaved junk picture. You haven't had a date since getting out of the clink. Well, I think that would be the first thing you would take care of. Yes, there you go. Your uncle. You need tips or typos. Yeah, what can I say? When I got the call for Manscaped to be a sponsor, I was like, why the hell not? I've done the Sin Lawn, the turf. I've done the chocolate bars. Oh, yeah, Asher's chocolates, too. Don't forget our friends at Asher's Chocolates. Use a 420 Live code, another 20% off on your order. Some of the tastiest chocolate, fifth-generation chocolate maker from Pennsylvania, from outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I've been to their amazing factory. It's huge. It's the size of like multiple football fields. It takes up forever you're just like, whoa, chocolate? You need that much chocolate? Anyway, there is a 420 Live CBD bar with my beautiful picture on it, and it has CBD and chocolate and potato chips and pretzels and mini M&Ms and coconut flakes and raisins. It's delicious. They can't sell it to you, so you have to spend $75 there. They'll give you a 20% discount, and they'll throw the 8 ounces of chocolate. The bar itself is worth $60. You'll love it. It's delicious. It tastes better than your uncle. I'm a Chinaman. Oh, that you can't go there. Please. How we get from nipple to hair? Hey, I'm easily able to do it on. Highly recommend. There you go. Chocolate covered graham crackers, the chocolate covered potato chips, chocolate covered pretzels, the non-parallel. I call them non-parallels. My dad's favorite. The Kravitz ganja, yes, the strain is going to be coming out soon. I have to get some of the Zaza first because everybody's raving about the Zaza. So Zaza is like the strain everybody's singing about and all the rap songs. I got my own chocolate, and it's really good, actually. Yes, but I bet you it's a lot tastier. Kristen, they need some help. They need some help. You can use women can use the Manscaped too, but women have their stuff kind of done. Pineapple Express, Kravitz style. Hey, I got to thank everybody from Twitch for coming on and really lighting it up and taking me full out in left field. I love it. The weirder, the more crazy, the better. We're here. This is just a colossal distraction for all of us. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in as every day. Peace, love, and happiness, everybody out there. Big hug. Tomorrow, Trey Anastasio band, Marcus Rezak band, whatever you want to call them, they'll be gone. Did Janet use it? Well, Janet probably didn't need it, but I bet you if she was piercing her nipple the way she did, she probably has things nice and clean. So fresh and so clean. So fresh and so clean. Oh, my God. Everybody, yes. And a hug. Big hug to all you guys, all my Twitchers. Hello, Moonstar. Hello. Moonstar, we had a show today like you would not believe. I hate to say it's over. It's never over. We'll be back tomorrow. Same spot, 4:20 Pacific time. And hopefully we're going to go live from Atlanta. I would love to go live from the venue. Snoop Dogg is one of the producers of the event. I'd love to have 420 with Snoop. I got a beautiful, big, fat 3-gram joint I'm bringing down there to light just with Snoop. So hopefully we can pass. I don't even know if that's going to be allowed. So, all right. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you guys coming in today. Appreciate you. And, I'll be back. I'm on Twitch all the time, and it's the best turnout I've had from you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Twitch is like a newer thing for me, and I'd really like to get more into it without having to play video games. But usually I have a vape pen or something handy here to puff, but I don't know what I do with it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. Prince Philip would be proud of me. Oh, Prince Philip, 99. Couldn't make it to 100, poor guy. I hope I make it. I'm looking forward to making it to 59, which is coming up soon. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you soon, and, keep the flavor going. All right, have